The exciting opportunities for a freight forwarder. Freight forwarder or forwarding agent. Please subscribe, like and share. A freight forwarder or forwarding agent organizes import and/or export shipments and works within the shipping and logistics sector. These shipments may be for individuals or for other companies such as manufacturers or retailers. A freight forwarder will usually act as an agent rather than an active carrier. In this way, a forwarding agent is a third-party, non-asset-based logistics provider who works to dispatch shipments via asset-based carriers. Freight forwarding positions involve booking and arranging space for shipments on carriers such as vessels, aeroplanes, trucks and trains. FIATA, the Trade Association for Freight Forwarding and Logistics Firms, defines a freight forwarder as an architect of shipping, and this shows the commercial position of a forwarder in relation to their clients. What kind of jobs are available within the freight forwarding industry? There are many different career opportunities within the freight forwarding industry. Here are just a few that are available within the shipping and logistics sector. Import clerk, export clerk, freight clerk, air freight manager, sea freight import clerk, sea freight export clerk, sea freight manager, export manager, import manager, project forwarder, customs entry clerk, customs clearance clerk. What does a freight forwarder or forwarding agent job description include? The main purpose of a freight forwarder or forwarding agent is to arrange cargo movements to destinations overseas. In this role you could be involved in all modes of transport including air, sea, road and rail freight. An international freight forwarder will have specialist expertise relating to preparing and processing documentation for international shipping. A forwarding agent will typically review documentation such as commercial invoices and shippers' export declaration bills of lading. A freight forwarder or forwarding agent will also look at any other documents required by the carrier or the country of import or transshipment, including home customs documents, which are produced digitally, creating paperless working methods. The role of freight forwarder or forwarding agent involves working with others and so being able to communicate clearly and being very organized is essential. Specialist and European forwarding agent roles. In Europe, there are a variety of specialist forwarding agent roles. These niche roles include jobs specializing in routing traffic throughout Europe, to collection and deliveries around a large port, Hafen Speditor, and rail freight specialists. In some countries, a forwarding agent may work only with domestic traffic, never handling international cargo. Key skills and qualifications of a freight forwarder or forwarding agent. Previous experience as a freight forwarder or forwarding agent is preferable, but a background in administration may be acceptable. Good numeric skills are required as the role of freight forwarder or forwarding agent deals with quantities and volume. Problem-solving and negotiating skills are also an advantage in the role of freight forwarder or forwarding agent. For those positions that deal with international cargo, ideally you will have specialist knowledge of the procedures and steps that need to be carried out to move cargo on an international scale. Excellent communication skills, both written and verbal, are required as a freight forwarder or forwarding agent is required to liaise with different organizations, groups in their daily tasks. Must be familiar with computer software programs e.g. Word, Excel, etc. How to find more freight forwarder or forwarding agent jobs within the shipping and logistics industry. To find more freight forwarder or forwarding agent jobs or other jobs within this sector, or to place a vacancy, please contact us. Please subscribe, like and share for more educational videos.
Please subscribe, like and share for more educational videos about the freight business. Freight forwarding is one of the most widely used methods of international transport for both business and personal use. Freight forwarding companies, like Universal Cargo and the International Logistics Center, coordinate the shipment of goods from one destination to another using a range of carriers, including air freight, ocean freight, road freight and, in some cases, railway freight. The process of freight forwarding might seem daunting, especially if you're not familiar with the process of freight shipping, but these 13 facts you need to know about freight forwarding will help you through the process. 1. What is a freight forwarder? A freight forwarder is responsible for the transportation of goods between one destination and another. Freight forwarding companies specialize in arranging the whole process for their shippers, from the storage to the shipping of their merchandise. They act as an intermediary between the shipper and transportation services, liaising with various carriers to negotiate on price and decide on the most economical, reliable, and fastest route. 2. A hassle-free way to import and export goods. Using a freight forwarder to import and export goods can make the whole process much less stressful. Extremely knowledgeable in the elements of supply chain, freight forwarders can assist on all levels, from the packing and warehouse stages to the customs procedure, taking some of the pressure off you. 3. Freight forwarders provide a range of services. Freight forwarders can assist with the supply chain process on multiple levels, including customs clearance, international export and import documentation, insurance, packing, storage, inventory management. 4. Advantageous to your business. Using a freight forwarding company for the transportation of goods to your consumer can be advantageous to your business in many ways. Using their knowledge and expertise, freight forwarders will ensure that your goods will arrive at the correct destination on time and save you money in the process, compared to doing it alone. 5. They are not responsible for shipping delays. Freight forwarding companies are not responsible for delays in shipping. These delays often occur due to bad weather, breakdown, port delays, or unforeseen route changes. Although shipping delays can be frustrating, it is important to remember that it is out of your freight forwarding company's hands and that they're trying to resolve it as quickly as possible. 6. It's important to maintain a good relationship with your freight forwarder. Your freight forwarder is in charge of your precious cargo, so it's important that you establish a good working relationship with them. You want to ensure that you choose a company that you can trust and rely on, as well as one with impeccable customer service to ensure that your cargo shipments arrive safely and on time. 7. You need to make sure your paperwork is up to date. Before leaving your goods in the hands of your freight forwarder, you need to ensure that all of the paperwork for transporting your goods is completed. Your freight company will be able to help you with this, but it's an incredibly important step to reduce the risk of your items not being released from customs or the bank refusing to release your funds, neither of which would be beneficial to your business. 8. Shipping restrictions apply to certain products. Freight forwarding companies adhere to strict regulations and will not carry certain goods and substances, particularly by air or sea freight. Although the list of prohibited items varies from country to country, freight forwarders are generally restricted on dangerous goods, including flammable liquid and toxic items, drugs, prescription and recreational, alcohol, batteries, perishable items, except for those on special express delivery, sharp objects. 9. Ask your freight forwarding company about extra services. Many freight forwarding companies offer extra services for your shipment, so it's always worth asking them when receiving a quote. These extra services include warehouse storage, cargo insurance, cargo tracking, and dangerous goods handling. Even if you don't require them, it's always worth bearing these additional services in mind for future reference. 10. There are 6 key stages of freight forwarding. The freight forwarding process can be broken up into 6 key stages, including export haulage, the transfer of goods from its original source to the freight forwarder's warehouse. Origin handling, the unloading, inspection and validation of the cargo against its booking documents. Export customs clearance, the goods receive clearance to leave its country of origin. Import customs clearance, the customs paperwork for your cargo will be checked by the authorities. Destination handling, the handling of cargo once it reaches the destination office, including transfer to the import warehouse. Import haulage, the transfer of cargo from the import warehouse to its final destination. 11. Your freight forwarder should provide you with a range of documents. With freight forwarding comes a lot of paperwork, especially when shipping overseas. Your freight forwarder should provide you with all of the relevant documents, including commercial invoice, bill of lading contract, certificate of origin statement, inspection certificate, export license, export packing list, shipper's export declaration document, It's essential that all of these documents are provided in order to ensure that your goods reach your customer without any issues arising. 12. The strength of a freight forwarder's network is vital. Well-established freight forwarders will have an incredibly strong network of contacts and experience in the business. Not only will this help you to get the best price for shipping your cargo, but it will also ensure that your goods arrive in a timely manner. Experienced freight forwarders will have encountered a multitude of problems along the way, so they'll be able to quickly and efficiently deal with any issues which may arise as your goods are transported. 13. Does your freight forwarder specialize in a particular cargo type? Some freight forwarders focus on a specific type of cargo, whereas some other companies accept a variety of goods. Finding a freight forwarder who specializes in what you're looking to ship is beneficial. Not only will they have a team of specialists in place, but they will also have vast experience in dealing with cargo similar to yours. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share for more educational videos about the freight business.
Welcome everyone. Please subscribe, like and share for more insightful videos about freight management. Thank you. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of air freight services. Picture this, the latest fashion trends from Paris, landing in Tokyo in less than 24 hours. Or fresh fruits from South Africa, gracing the supermarkets in London the very next day. How is all this possible? The answer lies in the incredible world of air freight services. Air freight is the process of transporting goods by air, using specially dedicated aircraft or commercial passenger flights. It's a crucial cog in the wheel of global trade, connecting producers, suppliers, and consumers across continents in a matter of hours. Imagine a world without air freight. No next-day deliveries, no fresh strawberries from Spain in your local grocery store, and a longer wait for that latest gadget you have been eyeing. Sounds inconvenient, right? That's the power and importance of air freight services in our globalized world. The air freight industry is a complex tapestry woven with different types of services. These services cater to diverse needs, from delivering a package right to your doorstep to transporting bulk cargo between airports. The beauty of this system lies in its versatility and adaptability. Whether it's a small package or a large shipment, air freight services ensure it reaches its destination quickly and efficiently. Air freight services aren't just about speed, they're also about security. With advanced tracking systems and secure handling procedures, your goods are safe and sound during their aerial journey. Plus, air freight services can handle a wide range of cargo, from perishables to high-value items, making it a preferred choice for many businesses and individuals. But like any other industry, the air freight industry has its set of challenges. Fluctuating fuel prices, strict regulations, and environmental concerns, to name a few. However, with constant innovation and adaptability, the industry continues to soar high, quite literally. Now that we've set the stage, it's time to explore the different types of air freight services. So buckle up, as we're about to take off into the intriguing and exciting world of air freight services. Let's get started, shall we? Let's begin with door-to-door air freight services. This service is the epitome of convenience and efficiency in the air freight industry. Picture it as a seamless relay race where your shipment is the baton. From the moment it leaves your hands, it's passed along a well-coordinated chain of professionals who ensure its safe arrival at the final destination. This service eliminates the need for you to coordinate with multiple service providers or navigate complex freight schedules. Instead, your air freight provider takes responsibility for the entire journey of your package. They pick it up from your doorstep, handle all the necessary paperwork, oversee customs clearance, and ensure it's delivered to the recipient's doorstep in the destination country. Door-to-door air freight services are designed to make shipping as straightforward and stress-free as possible. It's about more than just moving goods. It's about providing a comprehensive service that caters to your needs. With door-to-door services, you're assured of a hassle-free shipment process. Scene script. Next, we have door-to-airport, airport-to-airport, and depot services. Let's start with door-to-airport. This service is rather self-explanatory. Your goods are picked up from your doorstep and delivered right to the airport. The key advantage here is convenience. You don't have to worry about the logistics of getting your items to the airport. The service provider takes care of that for you. This service is ideal when you have a large shipment or when the airport is a significant distance away from your location. Moving on, we have airport-to-airport services. This is a streamlined service where shipments are transported from one airport to another. It's a no-frills option that's perfect for those who prefer to handle the pickup and delivery of their goods themselves. If you have your own logistics team, or if you're shipping to a business that has one, this service can be a cost-effective choice. Last but not least are depot services, which include depot to airport and depot to door. With depot to airport, you deliver your goods to a depot, and they are then transported to the airport. This service is great when you're located close to the depot and can easily deliver your items there. Depot to door, on the other hand, involves goods being picked up from a depot and delivered directly to your door. It's a hybrid solution that combines the convenience of door-to-door service with the cost-effectiveness of depot-to-airport service. The beauty of these services is that they cater to different logistics needs. Whether you're a business that prefers to handle certain aspects of the logistics process yourself or an individual who values convenience above all else, there's a service that's right for you. It's important to note that while these services aim to make the shipping process easier, they do not include customs clearance or delivery from the airport to your final destination. These are separate services that may incur additional charges. These services offer flexibility, catering to a variety of logistics needs. Now, let's turn our attention to air freight groupage services. Air freight groupage services, also known as consolidated shipping, offer a cost-effective solution for transporting smaller quantities of goods. This type of service combines shipments from multiple customers into one large consignment, maximizing the use of space in the aircraft and reducing the cost per unit for each customer. Imagine this scenario. You need to ship a small batch of products, but the cost of hiring an entire aircraft is prohibitive. Enter groupage services. Your goods are packed together with those of other shippers, filling up the plane and bringing down the cost for everyone involved. It's like carpooling for cargo. But what about the logistics once the plane touches down at the destination? Well, that's where additional services come into play. Many air freight groupage service providers also offer customs clearance and delivery services. This means they handle all the paperwork and procedures to get your goods through customs and then deliver them to the final destination, be it a warehouse or directly to your customer's door. However, it's important to note that these additional services usually entail extra charges. While these charges do add to the overall cost, they also save you the time and hassle of navigating the complex world of customs clearance and local delivery logistics yourself. For those who would prefer to handle the customs clearance and delivery themselves, there is an option to collect your goods directly from the airport or warehouse. This can be a more economical choice, especially if you are familiar with the customs procedures and have a reliable local delivery network. In summary, air freight groupage services offer a flexible, cost-effective solution for shipping smaller quantities of goods internationally. By consolidating shipments and offering additional services such as customs clearance and delivery, these services can significantly simplify the logistics of international trade for small and medium-sized businesses. Groupage services provide an economical solution for shipping smaller quantities. Destination customs clearance is a critical part of air freight services. Now, let's delve into the nitty-gritty of this process. The journey begins when your goods arrive at the destination airport. The first step is to declare your goods to the customs authority. This is usually done by filling out a customs declaration form where you provide information about the nature of your goods, their value, and the country of origin. Next up, you'll need to provide certain documents. This typically includes a commercial invoice that details the transaction between the buyer and the seller, a packing list that describes the goods, and a bill of lading, which serves as a receipt for the cargo and evidence of the contract of carriage. In some cases, you might also need to present a certificate of origin, especially for goods subject to preferential trade agreements. Once your documents are in order, customs officers will assess your goods to determine the applicable customs duty and taxes. This is based on the harmonized system and international nomenclature for the classification of products. It's important to accurately classify your goods to avoid unnecessary charges or potential penalties. After the assessment, you'll need to pay the determined customs duty and taxes. Remember, these costs are not included in your freight charges and will need to be budgeted for separately. The final step is the release of your goods. Once you've paid all the dues, customs will release your shipment. If you've opted for a door-to-door service, your freight forwarder will handle the last-mile haulage, delivering the goods right at your doorstep. But if you've opted for an airport-to-airport service, you'll need to arrange for the collection and transportation of your goods from the airport. This might sound like a lot to take in, but don't worry. Many freight forwarders offer customs clearance services, which can help you navigate this process with ease. Understanding customs clearance procedures can make your shipping process smoother and more predictable. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's recap. We dove into the world of air freight services, where we explored the different types available. We highlighted door-to-door services, offering convenience and efficiency. We also touched on door-to-airport, airport-to-airport, and depot services, each with their own unique benefits and considerations. We delved into air freight groupage services, a cost-effective solution for shipping both commercial and personal goods. Remember, these usually include customs clearance at the destination and delivery or collection from the warehouse, though they come with extra charges. We also illuminated the process of destination customs clearance for those who prefer to collect their own goods at the airport. We highlighted the necessary documents, tax implications, and last-mile haulage. And with that, we've reached the end of our journey through air freight services. Thanks for joining us. Remember to subscribe, like, and share our content. See you in our next exploration of the logistics world.
Have you ever wondered how goods are transported across the globe? It's a fascinating dance of logistics, a complex system of moving parts that creates a seamless supply chain. At the heart of this intricate ballet is sea shipping, a method of transport that carries a staggering 70% of the world's trade. Now, compare this with other methods like air and road transport. Air transport, while speedy, is costly and limited by payload. Road transport, on the other hand, while flexible and cost-effective for short distances, is not suitable for long-range intercontinental logistics. Sea shipping, however, strikes a balance. It offers a vast capacity, cost-effectiveness, and the ability to transport goods over great distances. From the mammoth oil tankers to the colossal container ships, the sea is a bustling highway of global commerce. Indeed, sea shipping is an indispensable part of global trade. But why is sea shipping so crucial, you might wonder? Well, there are a number of reasons. First off, sea shipping offers unparalleled capacity. A single container ship can carry thousands of 20-foot equivalent units, or TEUs, making it a workhorse for international trade. Additionally, sea shipping proves to be cost-effective, especially for long-haul shipments. When it comes to moving large quantities of goods across vast distances, no other mode of transport can compete with the sea. And let's not forget about the environmental aspect. Despite its vast scale, sea shipping emits less carbon dioxide per unit of freight per mile than both air and road transport. This makes it a greener choice for our planet. Now here's a staggering fact. Sea shipping is responsible for carrying about 90% of world trade. That's right. Nearly everything we use in our daily lives has been on a ship at some point. Without sea shipping, our world would look very different. Indeed, it's hard to imagine a world without it. Now, did you know there are different types of sea shipments? Let's dive into two of the most common ones: less than container load, or LCL, and full container load, or FCL. LCL is like carpooling for cargo. Multiple shippers share space in a single container, each paying only for the room their goods occupy. This is a cost-effective option when you don't have enough cargo to fill a whole container. On the other hand, FCL is when one shipper rents an entire container. This is ideal for larger shipments as it provides more control over the packing and handling of the goods, and often quicker transit times. But it's not just about LCL and FCL. There are also specialized containers like refrigerated units for perishable goods, tank containers for liquids, and open-top containers for oversized cargo. Choosing the right type of shipment is crucial for efficient and cost-effective logistics. Sea shipping is not just about moving goods, it's about facilitating global trade. You see, different countries around the globe specialize in producing different goods. For instance, Japan may be a hub for electronics, while Brazil excels in coffee production. This worldwide specialization naturally leads to a need for exchange, and that's where sea shipping comes in. Sea shipping allows these countries to import what they need and export what they produce efficiently and cost-effectively. It is the vital link in the chain of global trade, connecting producers and consumers across continents. It ensures goods reach their destined markets in time, maintaining the smooth functioning of global commerce. And it's not just about tangible goods. Sea shipping also plays a crucial role in the exchange of resources and raw materials, underpinning industries and economies worldwide. So, sea shipping is truly the backbone of our globalized economy. Let us quickly revisit what we've learned today. We've navigated the intricate world of global logistics and discovered the immense importance of sea shipping. It's a titan of transport, outshining air and road alternatives in terms of volume and environmental impact. We've also dipped our toes into the diverse types of sea shipments. We've explored less than container load or LCL, where various shippers share space in a single container, and full container load or FCL, where a single shipper monopolizes the container space. Each type has its unique advantages, tailored to the needs of the shipper. Moreover, we've sailed through the significant role of sea shipping in the ebb and flow of global trade. It's the lifeblood of imports and exports, moving goods across continents and keeping the wheels of commerce turning. So next time you buy something that's been imported, give a thought to the complex journey it has made, largely thanks to sea shipping.
Hi and welcome. This video gives an insight into the EU Multi-Annual Strategic Plan for Electronic Customs, MASP-C. What traders need to know. The Multi-Annual Strategic Plan for Electronic Customs, MASP-C, is a European Union initiative that aims to replace all paper-based customs procedures with electronic versions by 2025. The plan was launched in 2009 and is currently in its third phase. The MASP-C is based on 4 key pillars. Single window, a single electronic portal where traders can submit all of their customs declarations and other related documentation. Risk management, a risk-based approach to customs controls, which targets high-risk goods and shipments while facilitating the movement of low-risk goods. Interoperability, the ability of different customs systems to communicate seamlessly. Compliance, a focus on ensuring that traders comply with customs regulations through education, assistance, and enforcement. The MASP-C is being implemented through a series of projects which the European Commission and the EU member states manage. Some of the key projects include e-Manifest, an electronic system for submitting manifest data to customs authorities before the arrival of goods, e-Payments, an electronic system for making customs payments, Authorized Economic Operator AEO, a program that allows traders to benefit from simplified customs procedures and reduced controls, recognizing their good compliance record. Import Control System, ICS, a system for managing the import of goods into the EU, including the risk assessment and selection of goods for physical controls. Export Control System, ECS, a system for managing the export of goods from the EU, including the risk assessment and selection of goods for physical controls. The MASP-C is still underway, but it has already made significant progress. For example, over 90% of customs declarations in the EU are now submitted electronically. The MASP-C is expected to have a major impact on trade in the EU by reducing costs and delays and improving security. What does the MASP-C mean for businesses? The MASP-C will significantly impact businesses that trade with the EU. Businesses must adapt their systems and processes to comply with the new electronic requirements. However, the MASP-C will also offer several benefits to businesses, including reduced costs and delays. The MASP-C will streamline customs procedures and make it easier and faster for businesses to trade with the EU. Improved security. The MASP-C will help to improve the security of the EU's borders by making it more difficult for criminals to smuggle goods into and out of the EU. Increased competitiveness. The MASP-C will help businesses to become more competitive by reducing the costs and complexity of cross-border trade. How can businesses prepare for the MASP-C? There are a number of things that businesses can do to prepare for the MASP-C, including assess their current systems and processes. Businesses should assess their current systems and processes to identify any gaps or areas that need to be updated in order to comply with the new electronic requirements. Develop an implementation plan. Businesses should develop a plan for implementing the necessary changes to their systems and processes. This plan should include a timeline and budget. Seek advice and support. Businesses can seek advice and support from their customs brokers, trade associations, and the European Commission. The MASP-C is a significant initiative that will significantly impact trade in the EU. Businesses that trade with the EU should take steps now to prepare for the new electronic requirements. How can iCustoms help businesses for MASP? iCustoms is an AI-based platform that can automate the customs declaration process, helping businesses save time and money and reduce the risk of errors. iCustoms works by centralizing all customs operations and automating all filing requirements without human input. This can significantly accelerate import-export times, reduce administrative costs, and ensure compliance with international customs regulations. iCustoms fully complies with the MASP-C initiative, and its software modules handle all declarations, duty rates, tariffs, and other provisions. This is especially important during legislative change, as errors can be easily made and could result in expensive penalties. Overall, iCustoms can help businesses to save time and money on customs declarations, reduce the risk of errors, accelerate import-export times, ensure compliance with international customs regulations, reduce administrative costs. With iCustoms, businesses can automate their customs declaration process and improve their overall customs compliance.
Please subscribe, like, and share for more inspiring African potentials. Africa's ascension as a global supply chain powerhouse isn't just a pipe dream, but a tangible opportunity awaiting realization. The continent's diverse landscape presents unique advantages, and fostering innovation is crucial. African nations must invest in education and research to nurture homegrown expertise, enabling them to design, manufacture, and supply high-quality components for various industries. Collaborative partnerships between governments, academia, and private sector players are essential to drive technological advancements that can streamline supply chain processes. Moreover, infrastructure development remains a pivotal factor. Investment in transportation networks, ports, and logistics systems is essential to facilitate the smooth flow of goods across borders. Streamlining customs and trade procedures is equally critical in reducing delays and minimizing bottlenecks. African countries should prioritize such improvements to enhance their appeal to global manufacturers seeking efficient supply chain operations. In addition to bolstering physical infrastructure, digital infrastructure is paramount in today's interconnected world. The implementation of state-of-the-art information technology, such as blockchain and Internet of Things, IoT systems, can greatly enhance supply chain visibility and traceability. By leveraging digital tools, African countries can foster transparency and traceability in their supply chains, ensuring product quality and compliance with international standards. Sustainable practices are no longer a luxury, but a necessity for businesses worldwide. Africa's potential as a supply chain force can be further magnified by emphasizing sustainability. Harnessing the continent's renewable energy resources for manufacturing processes and transportation can significantly reduce carbon footprints, while responsible sourcing and ethical labor practices can position African supply chains as socially and environmentally responsible. Lastly, access to financing is crucial to realizing Africa's supply chain ambitions. African governments, in collaboration with international financial institutions, should establish mechanisms to provide affordable capital and credit to budding entrepreneurs and small and medium-sized enterprises. By supporting these businesses, which are often at the heart of supply chain development, Africa can cultivate a robust ecosystem of suppliers and manufacturers. The UNCTAD suggests that Africa possesses the potential to emerge as a formidable global force within the supply chain arena. In its Economic Development in Africa, Report 2023, unveiled in Nairobi on August 16th, the UNCTAD envisions African economies as significant contributors to global supply chains, capitalizing on their abundant resources required by high-tech sectors and their burgeoning consumer markets. Supply chains constitute the intricate systems and resources essential for the creation, production, and distribution of goods and services from suppliers to consumers. According to UNCTAD's Secretary General Rebecca Grinspan, this is Africa's moment to fortify its presence in global supply chains, while ongoing diversification efforts provide a unique opportunity for the continent to bolster emerging industries, stimulate economic growth, and generate employment opportunities for millions. Africa's substantial reserves of critical minerals and metals, including aluminum, cobalt, copper, lithium, and manganese, which are integral components in technology-intensive industries, position the continent as an attractive manufacturing destination. Recent disruptions resulting from trade uncertainties, geopolitical events, and economic instability have compelled manufacturers to diversify their production bases. Africa's advantages extend to its proximity to primary resources, a young, tech-savvy, and adaptable workforce, and a growing middle class with an increasing appetite for sophisticated goods and services. The report emphasizes that fostering an environment conducive to technology-intensive industries can raise wages in Africa, which currently stand at a minimum of $220 per month, compared to an average of $668 in the Americas. Deeper integration into global supply chains can enhance the resilience of African economies against future shocks. Expanding energy supply chains in Africa also presents an opportunity to accelerate climate action. The continent's substantial renewable energy potential, particularly in solar power, can reduce production costs and lessen reliance on fossil fuel-based energy sources. However, to fully harness this potential, Africa requires more investment in renewable energy, as only about 2% of global investments in renewable energy currently flow to the continent. Investing in renewable energy could catalyze the local production of solar panels, thereby promoting sustainability in local industries.
Have you ever wondered why air freight is so crucial in today's global economy? It's not just about speed, although that's certainly a key advantage. There's a whole range of benefits that air freight offers, which we'll delve into today. Starting with reliability. With strict schedules and frequent flights, air freight provides a consistency that's indispensable for industries that depend on just-in-time inventory and businesses aiming to minimize supply chain disruptions. Then there's the global reach. Air freight connects the world, reaching destinations that other modes of transportation may find challenging or impossible. This is particularly critical for companies engaged in international trade, or those dealing with perishable or time-sensitive goods. Next up is the potential for reduced inventory costs. The speed of air freight can significantly cut down on inventory carrying costs, freeing up capital that can be used more productively elsewhere. And let's not forget about temperature-sensitive cargo. Pharmaceuticals, perishable goods, and other sensitive items can be transported safely and efficiently thanks to climate-controlled cargo holds. Then there's security. Air freight often provides enhanced security measures for valuable or sensitive cargo, reducing the risk of theft or damage. Not to mention the reduced risk of damage. The limited handling involved in loading and unloading cargo from aircraft contributes to lower rates of damage compared to other transportation modes. Customs efficiency is another key benefit. Air freight can provide faster customs clearance and reduce bureaucracy, leading to fewer delays and smoother processes at border crossings. Just-in-time manufacturing industries like automotive and electronics also benefit greatly from air freight. It plays a vital role in facilitating these supply chain models. In times of crisis, such as natural disasters or medical emergencies, air freight becomes a lifeline, enabling the rapid transport of essential supplies, medical equipment, and humanitarian aid to affected regions. And finally, while air freight can be more expensive per kilogram compared to ocean shipping, for certain high-value or time-sensitive goods, the total cost of air freight may actually be lower when considering reduced inventory holding costs, faster delivery, and reduced production downtime. So, while speed is certainly a distinctive feature of air freight, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Its reliability, global reach, suitability for specific cargo types, security and efficiency in customs clearance all contribute to making air freight a vital part of modern logistics and supply chain management. By understanding and leveraging these various aspects of air freight, businesses and industries can gain significant benefits. If you found this information useful, please subscribe, like, and share. It's one small click for you, but one giant leap for us. Thanks for your support.
Ever wonder how your favorite ice cream maintains its perfect creamy texture from the manufacturer to your freezer? Or how the vaccine administered at your local clinic retains its efficacy despite a journey of potentially thousands of miles? The answer lies in the often overlooked yet immensely critical world of cold chain logistics. As we traverse through the final quarter of 2023, the cold chain logistics industry stands at the cusp of a transformative era with several key trends shaping its future. First and foremost, sustainability and environmental responsibility are taking center stage. The industry is witnessing a surge in investments in energy-efficient refrigeration systems, alternative fuels, and improved insulation materials, all aimed at reducing carbon footprints and embracing greener practices. Next, we see the rise of blockchain, a technology that's adding an unprecedented level of transparency to the cold chain. It's creating an immutable record of the entire supply chain, enhancing food safety and giving consumers a clear trace of their product's journey from farm to fork. Automation and robotics are also joining the party, revolutionizing the handling of perishable goods. From automated storage and retrieval systems to autonomous vehicles and drones, these innovations are making operations more efficient, cutting labor costs and minimizing temperature fluctuations. The last mile of delivery, historically a logistical headache, is seeing some exciting innovations as well. The increased adoption of electric delivery vehicles, crowdsourced delivery, and micro-fulfillment centers are all working together to optimize this final crucial leg of the logistics journey. Finally, big data analytics and Internet of Things sensors are stepping in to offer real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance of refrigeration equipment. This not only prevents potential breakdowns, but also ensures the cold chain remains unbroken. So, what's driving this demand for cold chain logistics? The answer lies in the e-commerce boom, the globalization of food supply chains, the growing need in healthcare and pharmaceuticals, and the stringent food safety regulations that companies must comply with. But it's not just about meeting demand, it's about seizing opportunities. There's potential in innovative packaging solutions, expansion of cross-border trade, and development of eco-friendly refrigeration technologies. In summary, as we navigate the complex and evolving landscape of cold chain logistics, it's clear that this industry is not just about keeping things cold, it's about embracing technology, innovation, and sustainability to ensure that whether it's your favorite dessert, a life-saving vaccine, or a fresh piece of fruit from another continent, it reaches you in perfect condition. The future of the cold chain logistics industry is, without a doubt, as exciting as it is essential.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share for more workplace videos. The evolving job landscape of the future is placing a premium on dyslexic thinking. Recent findings from LinkedIn indicate that the skills required for jobs are expected to transform by at least 65% by 2030, driven by rapid advancements in AI. To ensure businesses remain adaptable and enable dyslexic thinkers to realize their potential, Made by Dyslexia has developed a new LinkedIn Learning Training Program designed to empower workforces to embrace and nurture dyslexic thinking. Best of all, it's freely accessible to everyone. The urgency for companies to adopt this approach cannot be overstated, as highlighted in the Value of Dyslexia report. Dyslexic skill sets are on track to align with the World Economic Forum's future skills requirements by 2025. Arriving 2 years earlier than initially projected, given the rapid pace of technological and AI progress. Since the launch of the Dyslexic Thinking Campaign, over 22,000 individuals from around the world, including non-dyslexics, have incorporated dyslexic thinking as a skill on their LinkedIn profiles. If you haven't already, you should too. Remarkably, 52% of those who do not identify as dyslexic have found that redefining dyslexia as a skill has improved their understanding of their dyslexic colleagues. Meanwhile, 49% of dyslexics who added the skill reported that it facilitated conversations with their workplaces and networks regarding the advantages of dyslexic thinking. However, new research from LinkedIn reveals that 87% of dyslexics believe their workplaces should enhance their comprehension of dyslexia, while only 28% of professionals have ever inquired about how dyslexia affects their dyslexic colleagues at work. This training offers the remedy. It's truly remarkable that more than 1,500 organizations have already pledged to complete this training. I'm delighted to report that many of our Virgin companies are among them. My heartfelt thanks go out to everyone at Virgin Money, Virgin Galactic, Virgin Hotels, Virgin Media Ireland, Virgin Australia, Virgin Active Singapore, Virgin Voyages, Virgin Plus Canada, Virgin Red, Virgin Management, and Virgin Fibra for their commitment. And this is only the beginning. This training is accessible in 25 different languages, and it requires just an hour to complete. It is divided into 4 modules, covering topics such as redefining dyslexic thinking, recognizing it as a valuable skill set, offering accommodations to support dyslexics, tailoring recruitment processes, and building support systems like employee resource groups. It's truly fantastic. The first point is of paramount importance. Dyslexic thinking skills, such as imagination and communication, have been instrumental in my own career. Without them, Virgin would not be the esteemed brand it is today. These soft skills, along with others like innovation, lateral thinking, and complex problem-solving, are precisely the kinds of skills that AI cannot replace. As we emphasized in the Dyslex AI campaign, AI cannot replicate these high-index soft skills associated with dyslexics. I'm not alone in asserting this. Research conducted by Made by Dyslexia indicates that 9 out of 10 business leaders consider soft skills more crucial than ever in the age of AI. If dyslexics can harness the potential of AI and leverage their soft skills effectively, they can be transformative. This is why it is imperative to cultivate a culture where dyslexic thinkers can flourish if you want to propel your business forward. This free training program will empower businesses to do just that. You can access the training here and find additional workplace resources on the Made by Dyslexia website.
Hi, and welcome to our channel. Please subscribe, share, and like for more educational videos. What is the significance of the HS code? Who utilizes it? And what purposes does it serve? The HS code, or Harmonized Commodity Description and Coding System, is an internationally recognized product classification system developed by the World Customs Organization. It serves as a global standard for categorizing commodities. Every commodity crossing international borders must be declared to customs using an HS code, ensuring uniformity in commodity codes worldwide. This system, used by over 200 countries and economies, forms the basis for customs tariffs and international trade statistics collection, covering more than 98% of global merchandise trade. To read the HS-HTS code and Schedule B number, a 6-digit HS code identifies over 5,000 commodity groups, providing a legal and logical structure with defined rules. Countries can add longer codes for internal classification. For instance, the United States uses a 10-digit code, HTS code or Schedule B number, with the first 6 digits identical to the standard HS code, and the remaining 4 digits for further classification. The structure of the HS code is straightforward, as illustrated by the example 6904, 10.0090, 69, Chapter 69, under Section 13, Ceramic Products. 6904, heading for ceramic building bricks, flooring blocks, support or filler tiles. 6904.10, subheading specifically for ceramic building bricks, 6904, 10.0090, additional code for U.S. exports, where 0090 refers to hollow bricks. Changes were introduced in the 7th edition of the Harmonized System, HS 2022, effective from January 1, 2022. This edition brought 351 sets of amendments covering a wide range of goods. Proper tariff classification is crucial to avoid customs penalties and additional costs like demurrage, detention, and storage.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share for more workplace videos. The evolving job landscape of the future is placing a premium on dyslexic thinking. Recent findings from LinkedIn indicate that the skills required for jobs are expected to transform by at least 65% by 2030, driven by rapid advancements in AI. To ensure businesses remain adaptable and enable dyslexic thinkers to realize their potential, Made by Dyslexia has developed a new LinkedIn learning training program designed to empower workforces to embrace and nurture dyslexic thinking. Best of all, it's freely accessible to everyone. The urgency for companies to adopt this approach cannot be overstated, as highlighted in the Value of Dyslexia report. Dyslexic skill sets are on track to align with the World Economic Forum's future skills requirements by 2025, arriving 2 years earlier than initially projected, given the rapid pace of technological and AI progress. Since the launch of the Dyslexic Thinking Campaign, over 22,000 individuals from around the world, including non-dyslexics, have incorporated dyslexic thinking as a skill on their LinkedIn profiles. If you haven't already, you should too. Remarkably, 52% of those who do not identify as dyslexic have found that redefining dyslexia as a skill has improved their understanding of their dyslexic colleagues. Meanwhile, 49% of dyslexics who added the skill reported that it facilitated conversations with their workplaces and networks regarding the advantages of dyslexic thinking. However, new research from LinkedIn reveals that 87% of dyslexics believe their workplaces should enhance their comprehension of dyslexia, while only 28% of professionals have ever inquired about how dyslexia affects their dyslexic colleagues at work. This training offers the remedy. It's truly remarkable that more than 1,500 organizations have already pledged to complete this training. I'm delighted to report that many of our Virgin companies are among them. My heartfelt thanks go out to everyone at Virgin Money, Virgin Galactic, Virgin Hotels, Virgin Media Ireland, Virgin Australia, Virgin Active Singapore, Virgin Voyages, Virgin Plus Canada, Virgin Red, Virgin Management, and Virgin Fibra for their commitment. And this is only the beginning. This training is accessible in 25 different languages, and it requires just an hour to complete. It is divided into 4 modules, covering topics such as redefining dyslexic thinking, recognizing it as a valuable skill set, offering accommodations to support dyslexics, tailoring recruitment processes, and building support systems like employee resource groups. It's truly fantastic. The first point is of paramount importance. Dyslexic thinking skills, such as imagination and communication, have been instrumental in my own career. Without them, Virgin would not be the esteemed brand it is today. These soft skills, along with others like innovation, lateral thinking, and complex problem-solving, are precisely the kinds of skills that AI cannot replace. As we emphasized in the Dyslex AI campaign, AI cannot replicate these high-index soft skills associated with dyslexics. I'm not alone in asserting this. Research conducted by Made by Dyslexia indicates that 9 out of 10 business leaders consider soft skills more crucial than ever in the age of AI. If dyslexics can harness the potential of AI and leverage their soft skills effectively, they can be transformative. This is why it is imperative to cultivate a culture where dyslexic thinkers can flourish if you want to propel your business forward. This free training program will empower businesses to do just that. You can access the training here and find additional workplace resources on the Made by Dyslexia website.
Before we dive in, kindly do us a favor by hitting the subscribe button, liking, and sharing this video. Welcome aboard, as we set sail on a journey of discovery into the vast and ever-evolving world of freight services. In this video, we will delve into the current trends transforming the courier, air, and sea freight services, with a special focus on air freight, which has been at the forefront of this dynamic industry. We'll explore the factors driving these trends, the challenges they present, and the innovative solutions being developed to overcome them. From the rise of e-commerce and the demand for faster deliveries to the impact of global events on freight costs and capacities, we'll leave no stone unturned. So sit back, relax, and join us as we navigate the complex currents of this fascinating industry. Now prepare to enhance your understanding of the dynamic world of freight services. To start off, we will delve into the realm of courier services. It's a dynamic industry that has been evolving rapidly, largely driven by the technological revolution, the increasing demand for quicker delivery times, and the shift towards sustainable practices. Firstly, the impact of technology cannot be overstated. From the use of advanced tracking systems to the integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning in logistics management, technology is at the heart of the transformation in courier services. It's not just about delivering parcels anymore. It's about delivering a seamless and efficient customer experience, enabled by cutting-edge technology. Moreover, the rise of e-commerce has led to an unprecedented surge in demand for faster delivery times. The concept of same-day delivery, or even 2-hour delivery, was almost unfathomable a few years ago. But today, it's a reality that consumers not only expect but demand. This has prompted courier companies to up their game, investing in infrastructure and technology to meet these expectations. Lastly, there's a noticeable shift towards greener practices in courier services. As environmental concerns continue to amplify, courier companies are taking steps to reduce their carbon footprint. This involves everything from using electric delivery vehicles to implementing route optimization algorithms that minimize fuel consumption. Some companies are even exploring the use of drones for delivering small packages, which could significantly cut down on emissions. In addition, the trend towards local sourcing is gaining traction. Instead of shipping goods from overseas, more and more businesses are opting to source locally, thus reducing the need for long-distance courier services. This not only helps in minimizing environmental impact, but also supports local economies. These trends are reshaping the courier industry, and it is exciting to see what the future holds. As technology continues to evolve, and as consumer demands and environmental concerns continue to shape the industry, courier services will undoubtedly emerge stronger, more efficient, and more sustainable than ever before. Next on our list is the air freight sector, a crucial component of global trade. This vibrant industry is in a constant state of flux, adapting to the changing tides of commerce and technology. One of the most significant trends shaping the air freight sector is the exponential rise in e-commerce. With the digital marketplace expanding at a breakneck pace, the demand for fast and reliable delivery services has skyrocketed. This has led to a significant increase in air freight volumes, as businesses and consumers alike seek quicker transit times for their goods. The ongoing global pandemic has also left its mark on the air freight industry, but not in the way you might think. While many sectors have faced severe disruptions, air freight services have been in high demand. With the disruption of sea shipping routes and the urgency of transporting medical supplies across borders, air freight has stepped up as a reliable and efficient solution. Moreover, the industry is not just reacting to changes but also driving innovation. One of the most exciting developments is the increased use of drones and other advanced technologies. Drones are not only faster but also more environmentally friendly and cost-effective than traditional methods. They can bypass traffic and geographical constraints, delivering goods to remote or congested areas with ease. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are also making their way into the air freight industry, enhancing operational efficiency and predictive capabilities. These technologies allow for real-time tracking, better route optimization, and predictive maintenance, leading to reduced costs and improved customer satisfaction. Lastly, the industry is also witnessing a growing emphasis on sustainability. From fuel-efficient aircraft to carbon offset programs, air freight companies are making concerted efforts to reduce their environmental footprint. This trend is not just good for the planet, but also for business, as an increasing number of customers prefer to patronize companies that prioritize sustainability. In conclusion, the air freight sector is on an upward trajectory, propelled by the surge in e-commerce, the challenges and opportunities presented by the pandemic, and the adoption of advanced technologies. Despite the obstacles, the industry is innovating and evolving, ready to meet the demands of the 21st century marketplace. With these trends, the sky indeed is the limit for the air freight industry. Now, let us set sail into the sea freight sector. As the winds of change continue to blow, the sea freight industry is navigating its way towards new horizons. One of the most prominent trends in this sector is the increasing use of digital platforms. From booking shipments to tracking them in real time, digital technology is revolutionizing sea freight services. It's all about speed, efficiency, and transparency. Instead of wading through piles of paperwork, shippers and freight forwarders can now manage their operations with a few clicks or swipes. But don't let the smooth sailing fool you. The sea freight industry faces its share of stormy weather, as global trade agreements can have a significant impact. Changes in tariffs and regulations, shifts in trade routes, and fluctuations in demand all play a crucial role in the ebb and flow of this industry. These factors are not only shaping the current state of sea freight services, but are also charting the course for the future. Now let's catch the wave of another significant trend: sustainability. The push for eco-friendly practices is making waves in the sea freight industry. From using low-sulfur fuel to reduce emissions to exploring alternative propulsion methods, such as wind or solar power, the industry is making strides in its journey towards sustainability. It's not just about going green, it's about ensuring the longevity of the industry and preserving our precious marine ecosystems. And let's not forget about the role of automation. The use of automated cranes and self-driving vehicles at ports is making the loading and unloading process more efficient. This trend is not only reducing operational costs but also improving safety standards. But as with any journey, the sea freight industry's voyage into the future is not without its challenges. Balancing efficiency with sustainability, navigating the complex waters of global trade, and embracing the digital revolution are all part of the journey. These trends are steering the course of the sea freight industry into uncharted waters. As we conclude, it's evident that the freight industry is undergoing significant transformations. The winds of change are blowing, reshaping the contours of courier, air, and sea freight services. Let's take a moment to revisit what we've covered today. Firstly, we dived into the world of courier services, where we observed a surge in demand driven by the rise of e-commerce. As online shopping becomes the norm, courier services are adapting to handle the increase in volume, while simultaneously striving to decrease delivery times. The integration of technology, such as real-time tracking and automated sorting, is becoming indispensable in meeting these challenges. Next, we soared high into the realm of air freight services. We saw that despite the turbulence caused by global events, the air freight market continues to demonstrate resilience. The focus is shifting towards more sustainable practices and the adoption of digital solutions to improve efficiency. Air freight services are not just about speed anymore, but also about adaptability and environmental responsibility. Then we sailed across the vast oceans of sea freight services. We discovered an industry grappling with complex challenges, from capacity constraints to environmental concerns. However, the industry is not just weathering the storm, it's learning to navigate through it. With the advent of larger, more efficient vessels and the exploration of alternative, cleaner fuels, sea freight services are charting a course towards a more sustainable future. Throughout this journey, one thing is clear: knowledge is power. In an industry as dynamic and complex as freight logistics, staying informed about these trends is no longer optional. It's a necessity. Whether you're a logistics professional or simply someone intrigued by the workings of global trade, understanding these trends can provide valuable insights into the future of the industry. So keep your eyes on the horizon and your ears to the ground. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay engaged. Remember, the world of freight logistics is not just about moving goods from point A to point B. It's about connecting people, places, and possibilities. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the freight industry. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video to keep the knowledge flowing. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep sharing. Because, in the end, we're all in this together.
Bye.